Scoring touchdowns is what wins games in college football 26. And in this video, we're going to give you the 5 best offenses in this game. They're going to help you score more touchdowns and win more games. So if that's something you want to do, let's get into the video. We're talking about the Oregon State offensive playbook. And look, I've been just an absolute sucker for this playbook since day one. To me, I'll be honest with you, no matter what game style you're playing, no matter what game mode you're playing, no matter what skill level you are, this playbook is just awesome. So we're in Oregon State right now. We're just going to work through all the playbooks we talk about in this video. Just talk about what I like, what I also don't like. This playbook, to be honest with you, doesn't have really any good pistol, and the single back is pretty not good. But what we have in shotgun is genuinely incredible. The gun wing pair has one of the best pure shotgun run mini schemes you could possibly have. Really, anything with this X close in the name is just really, really good. It's a unique alignment, and you're just able to pound the ball. I run this a ton. Gun wing halfback close. I don't run this too much, but it is a solid formation. If we keep on going over, we're really gonna get into the meat and the meat and potatoes of what I like here. First of all, the gun Y off trio close. This is a new formation this year. It's in Madden as well. It has a play called Flood. Now, this is just one of the best plays in the game. All we gotta do is tap Y or triangle and put our ISO wide receiver on a return route. So it looks like this right here. This was a great play. Make the reads outside in. We're looking out route. We're looking zig. Then we're going return route. Just very, very easy. Very, very simple. A lot. And this also has auto motion plays and auto motion wheels, which are some of the best plays in the game because you can't recreate these, right? Motion mesh rail right here with this auto motion wheel going across. You just can't recreate this. This is just what it is. You can't find this anywhere else, except for stock and certain playbooks. So it's really unique. Good run plays as well. RPO zone alert bubble, 0-1 trap. We have inside zone. We have a normal inside zone. Like just incredibly good stuff. Then right next to it, we have the Y off trips nasty. Okay passing plays. Great run game. Great RPO game. RPO read Y flat. Y off trips, I don't really touch. Let's go. Trips, tight end offset weak. One of the better formations every single year. Great run game. Great pass game. We're going to check over now to the bunch ace strong offset. Now this comes stock with a package called twin tight end using the right stick. I would change this to default. I don't know why it comes stock like that. It's kind of annoying, but when you change it to default, you just get a normal bunch strong offset, which is one of the best passing formations in the game. People run just this all game. Like, they'll just run this. Then you go over one more, bunch strong nasty, another formation that people will run only this for an entire game. So think about it. We have so many formations that you could build an entire game plan around, all paired right next to each other. Bunch strong nasty, great passing, good running too. Then we go to bunch X nasty. I haven't even really touched this in this formation yet this year, and this is one of the best passing formations in the game. Like it's great, right? Then we go over some. If we go over to trio 4 wide receiver strong, you're gonna see we have a halfback direct in here, halfback direct snap. We have a do-it-yourself direct snap reverse. I wouldn't really run that, but you could, I guess. We also have a QB direct snap reverse, whatever. Some RPOs, like just good all-around stuff. Even a little bit of 5 wide verticals out of here. I think we have double pivot, which is we don't have double pivot, my fault. All around, like this playbook is genuinely, no matter, like you could be a dynasty guy who only plays on the road, and this would be perfect for you. You could be a cut guy who's playing the best players in the world. This is still perfect for you. And I don't say that lightly. It's why it's my favorite scheme we have over on Civil.gg. It's why we're dropping an update to it here later this week because there's just so much. Now, look, if you're tired of just struggling on offense, you're just not sure what to do, you need to check out our full offensive schemes that actually work over on Civil.gg. You'll be joining over 2,000 active members right now using our plays to actually score more touchdowns and win more games. And with code LAUNCH40, you can get 40% off everything we're doing. That means access to every offensive and defensive scheme on the site for both college football and Madden, if that tickles your fancy. Click the link in the top description and use code LAUNCH40 on a yearly membership and get everything you need for the next 365 days for 40% off. The Bowling Green offensive playbook is a popular one. This thing it just has a lot of different, what I would honestly just call money formations, money plays almost. This one, I haven't ran a full scheme out of here yet, but a lot of my friends have, and this is a very high level scheme. So let's work out of it here. First and foremost, I don't love what we have pistol-wise. Pistol trips is, is a solid formation. I just don't think it's worth... A big thing you have to consider when you call plays is this better than other play calls I could be calling, right? And that's a huge line of thinking you always need to consider. I'm being very serious. Is it better than other stuff? And the pistol stuff here, I just don't think it's better than our other play calls. Although, pistol trips, it is solid. So, we go into the gun right here. We got gun wing. Gun wing is always a solid formation. Always a decent fan of it. Wing offsets can be pretty similar here. Wing halfback weak, also solid. Just not formation I run a ton. But when we scroll over to the normal Y off close, we start to see what I personally like and what a lot of people like inside of the Bowling Green playbook. First and foremost, we're going to have the play called Y sail. Gun normal Y off close. Looks like this. We'll call Y sail. If you want an easy setup for whenever you see the play called Y sail in any playbook, here it is. Ready? Wire triangle, down the right stick. Bang. We're ready to go. Checking the flat quickly. If the flat's there, we hit the flat. If he's not, we're going to work our eyes up and then back in. Simple as that. All right? Ready again? Drag that slot. This is what it looks like. Screenshot it. Record this. Whatever you got to do. Hut. Halfback there. No, halfback's not there. Guess what we got? Slot in the seam. Those drags are lethal. Whenever you have a slot drag or a tight end drag, got to get eyes on them quick, okay? Another play that people are a big fan of is PA shot. This is not a play that I actually call, but this little inside seam from our slot wide receiver, very good, especially against cover 2. Just want to throw that out there. Now, normal Y off, not crazy fan of it. Last year, jet touch pass was really good. This year, just not as good. I'm a little upset by it, but honestly, probably good for the game. Doubles, good formation. Not one we're running a ton of, but definitely a solid formation. RPO read bubble, solid. Slot, I don't like this a ton. The slot right. But now, let's go over to the trips tight end. One of the best formations in the game every year. We have RPO alert bubble. This is just one of the best RPOs. What people have to remember on when they call an RPO, though, is this is not just a throw the bubble every time type thing. Now, the bubble's great. The bubble is great. But this is a handoff, too. So sometimes you shouldn't. I mean, right there, we should have thrown it. But you get the idea. Like, we got to make them respect the run game, right? We got to. Now, if you have the bubble, throw the bubble, obviously. But don't be afraid just to hand it off, because some people call it RPO only with the intention of throwing the bubble. And it's like, yo, we got to be ready to hand the ball off, because it's a run. It's a run pass option, right? It's not just a pass option. It's a run pass option. We have the option between run and pass. So you got to be able to run, right? Inside the trips tight end as well. Another pretty solid play is going to be curl flat. This is an OG play for me. I've ran curl flat for many, many years. If you've watched my channel at all over the past few years, you've probably seen me talk about this. It's a great play. Let's go now over to the... I want to see really fast. This doesn't have... Yeah. This is RPO read bubble, which is cool. Bunch offset. Easy play from this. Let's go bunch offset, mesh spot. Now, this isn't one of the best bunches in the game. I actually think UCLA, which is not on our list today, but UCLA has the pure best bunch in the game. Mesh spot, what I like to do here, it's a great zone beater. Out route the ISO wide receiver. Flat your outside bunch wide receiver. And then post our point wide receiver. So it looks like this. It's a great man beater. We have two things attacking the quick seams. You see that right there. Good pass lead down. We have two flats we could potentially hit. And then we have a wheel route from the tight end. You could have hit him potentially. So like wheel route tight end right there. Pass lead that down though. Has to be a downward pass lead away from the defense. Okay. And then post route over the middle. Depending on what they do, can get open. We'll actually kind of see it right there. Not a good throw though. Dang, whatever. The show must go on. So we have that. Then one tick over, we have bunch strong offset. Good RPO. We have the play flood. One of the best plays in the game every year. We have duo, the run play, read option, dagger. Just a plethora of just good stuff. Bunch tight end, one of the best formations in the game this year. I don't think this QB wrap is very good, but mesh dig is awesome. X-spot is fine. Curl flat corner is good. Tight end corner is dope. And then this also does have the RPO alert bubble, which is really, really good this year. Bunch spread, I don't use a ton of, but other people do. And then, I mean, overall, it's like, dude, you can't ask for a ton more than what we have here, right? You'd be being greedy. We don't want to be greedy. Overall, this playbook really just has a bunch of just different money things out of it, in my opinion, where it's like you have a plethora of stuff to choose from. Next up, we're talking about the Arkansas State offensive playbook, and this is actually one of the first times we're going to talk about a little bit of under center stuff. Now, this is the under center, really the single back wing tight, is not why I'm in this playbook by any means, but it is one of the better ones. So I want to make a kind of a strong point on this. So inside this, we have two very good run plays. We have a halfback dive. This is just an OG, just get after it down the middle type run, right? But we also have a halfback stretch, which I have 27 calls of this for 6 yards. Like that's pretty good. That's pretty good. With the right stick, we can actually flip this the other way if we want to. So it's just counting numbers and also holding left trigger and pushing left on the right stick. We can see different blockers. Right here, I'm actually going to motion somebody. So hold B or circle, use the D-pad, move these guys over, then just only use the D-pad. Well, we brought an extra block or defender over there, but nonetheless, we'll still run it that way. Boom. And you just have to, wow, everyone missed their block. Yeah, that's also what happens when you use Arkansas State. Right here, we're gonna check into the halfback dive, just try to take it right at the gut. Boom. Oh, big play. Big play. Come here. I want a stiff arm right here. I want a stiff arm. Oh, come on. All right, so we're out of this. I mean, it's genuine. Like, it's a good formation, man. The reason I like this so much, we have some cool stuff here, but this has, in my opinion, arguably the best play in the game. Now, it's not just one setup from this arguable best play in the game. It's a plethora of setups that we're able to do with this, okay? And it's a play called sticking up. First, with sticking up, I just want to make a note that you can block your halfback and you can block your tight end in this formation in general and on this play. With that being said, it gives you every option possible to block different blitzes. That is important, okay, when talking about something for being the best play. Additionally, we have a short post route on this ISO wide receiver. Now, what I mean by a short post is the way he cuts, okay? He's cutting at a short angle. It's going down, okay? Whereas if I go hot route post, notice that angle goes up a little bit further. And even if I stem him all the way down, that angle's still attacking upwards. It's not as good as a angle that goes downward more. It runs a little bit flatter is what they would call it in real ball. Okay, so you do something like that, and what it's gonna do as we get hit and get shedded, what it's gonna do though, it does a better job at beating man coverage, getting underneath deep zones as well in zone coverage, and just overall, just it's a very good as nice. It's a very good post route. Okay, with this, we also have a stock return route. We have a tight end drag that we could put on this play. There's just a lot of different things we could do. Here's an example of that post route getting underneath that deep third. If that was a post route that was a hot routed one, it'd be a lot closer of a throw. And against a good defensive user, they could switch stick it, get there sooner. A good someone with like ball hawk could go make a play on it, etc., etc. This is in the running for top play in the game. It's just incredibly good. There's some very good complementary plays around it too. Now, with this, we have a couple different wing play or wing formations. I actually don't use these, but we do have trips tight end here. It isn't a great trips tight end. There's no curl flat. There's no verticals, which are two plays I like. But it is still trips tight end. Has one of the best RPOs in the game. It has some decent pass plays. Bunch tight end here is really good. Similar to Bowling Green, I'd say they're pretty much on par with one another. Except this one, I don't think Bowling Green had this. Has the play whips. Whips is an OG, like, this is annoying to play against play. And so you do have whips at your disposal right here. Additionally, mesh dig, right PA verticals. We have the RPO alert bubble here as well. Off tackle. Just a lot of very solid stuff. And then with the empty trio, this can be a playbook that does have, in my opinion, one of the better 5 wide plays, which is double pivot. I just like to put my left side outside wide receiver on a comeback route. Just makes it a really good. We also have all go right here too. And then RPO read bubble from bunch open offset. Really good. The reason you're in this playbook though is because you want access to the play sticking up. And then, you're not in this play because of weak type, but it is something to keep in mind, right? The Wildcat here, we do have a jet reverse pass, which can be a one-play touchdown against zone coverage. I've done it a couple times. It's fine. Like, I mean, it's cool. It's just I wouldn't be running this playbook for that. But with the best play in the game, having access to trips tight end and bunch tight end very close to it makes this an incredibly good playbook. And there is more stuff like normal flex snug. I haven't messed with it a ton, but the alignment here is pretty cool. Where you have we have doubles, but very out wide. There's some interesting things that you could potentially do from this formation. Tulane offensive playbook. You just see what I just did right there? We're in I form tight right now. RPO stretch. I hot route this slant into a streak, and you could potentially, depending on whoa, depending on how things work out, you could hit that streak right at the seam, or you could just hand this off. The Tulane playbook is very cool, but there's one main formation that we're in this playbook for. But first, I just want to talk about the I form tight because this is an under center formation that is pretty solid for short yardage and just trying to milk out the clock, etc., etc. I form tight's going to have 26 duo and halfback power O. We're also going to have the halfback lead here. We're also going to have the halfback stretch alert you pop, which you saw me doing right there, where we're actually able to hot route this slant if we wanted to. Just keep that in mind. I wouldn't call fake toss or halfback or fullback dive. Just keep that in mind. But overall, like a pretty solid under center formation. Pistol here, we're not really rocking anything inside of it. We have another formation or playbook that has wing, halfback, weak, cool, gun, wing, as well, like cool formations. The reason we're in this playbook, though, all things, all trips tight end offset weak is cool, but the reason we're in this playbook is for the bunch tight end. And what you'll notice here is that, yes, we've talked about bunch tight end twice already in 2 different playbooks, and they have solid bunch tight ends. This one, though, is going to have some of those same key plays, right? The RPO alert bubble, the read option, the halfback off tackle. It's going to have the PA verticals, the mesh dig, which are all good plays, right? But what it also has is the motion PA cross switch. It's going to have the motion tight end hitch halfback seam. These auto motion plays are what put this bunch tight end above the other ones. So if you're somebody who's like, man, I just love bunch tight end, you want this one, you want this playbook because this has auto motion wheel plays. Auto motion wheels, like we talk in Oregon State with the Y off trio close, is something you cannot find unless it just comes stock, okay? You need these to run a full complete offense, in my opinion. They do a great job of forcing the defense to be uncomfortable. Against man coverage, the defense is going to have to follow them across, and it struggles to do so. Against zone, it's going to stretch the zones to the sidelines, which opens up the interior a ton. Let me show you the play motion tight end hitch halfback seam. I'll kind of give you an example of what I mean right here. With this play, there's a million different setups that we can do. But an easy one that I like to do is simply streak our outside left wide receiver, drag our tight end, and when we snap this ball, we're going to get this auto motion. We have the potential to hit this halfback right up the seam right here. That's one of the more annoying ways to attack in this play. But we also have a flood concept going to the left side. This wheel route can blow coverage over top, so just consider that, right? Because the defense, they just struggle aligning with these auto motion plays. Man coverage, this play cooks. And this is just one very basic setup of it. This is why Decroft actually ran a full scheme out of this bad boy because, wow, we missed the tight end read because I'm terrible. Because this is, it's just really, really good. Like it's just nasty. Again, we have halfback seam. They have to respect this. They have to defend it. They have to game plan against this. And we have so many things that complement it as well, where it's like, I don't know how you do that, right? I genuinely don't know how you do that, how you defend everything here. I don't have the answer for you. Again, you're in this playbook for the bunch tight end. That doesn't mean that you can't run the trips tight end offset weak, because I actually love this. I love the RPO read bubble. I love the verticals out of it, right? That doesn't mean you can't run bunch wide. I think bunch wide's pretty good. Double stack even has its moments, right? But all things considered, you pick Tulane because you are a bunch tight end guy and you want to stick in this formation and dominate people in this formation, which is something you absolutely can do. And it's something that, I mean, this is a formation where you just get good at this formation, dude, and they can't touch you, dog. That you're him. Born and raised, look, I was born and raised in Southern Michigan my entire life, up until I was 20 years old, okay? I have a disliking for the state of Ohio. It's nothing personal, except it's personal. With that being said, I'd be doing you guys as the viewers a disservice by not talking about the Ohio State offensive playbook here in College Football 26. So first and foremost, they have the split T. So if you're a guy who was a fan of big man football like me, split T is going to be right up your alley. This isn't something you can run all game, but I think the fullback dive is actually pretty solid out of this, so just something to consider. This also does have one of the best under center, like just plethora of formations in the game. We have single back deuce close. This is going to have the halfback stretch out of this. Halfback stretch is really good. You can flip it either way. Also going to have 0-1 trap. Has flood trail, which is a good pass play. You can snap it. So overall, like this just has a good single back deuce close. We're also going to have a solid wing slot right here, where we're going to have the 26 duo, solid halfback, halfback zone weak right there. It's just fine. Now, if we go to the bunch tight end in the single back still, this, to me, is one of the best single back formations in the game. Stretch alert bubble is incredibly good. Let's go to a stretch alert bubble right here. This, like, you could call this a lot against a lot of players, and they'll struggle. One, you have this bubble. It's one of the best bubbles in the game. You can't just throw it every single time. You got to make this read to that area, but it is very, very good. Next, we have the stretch. The stretch is very, very good. Especially if you start stiff arming some dudes. You got arm bar on your halfback. Oh, it's dangerous. So you're able to call this play at a very high clip. This also has a halfback dive that can complement it pretty well. I'm sorry, I said halfback dive. It has an inside zone, which can complement it pretty well. So just something to keep in mind there. Along with that, the play cross drag and the play verticals, both really good, very complementary to this. Single back bunch, I don't call it, but you probably could. Let's go into the shotgun now. Shotgun, we're going to go normal Y off close. This has the best normal Y off in the entire game. First of all, PA Buckeye verts. We talked about this play earlier from another playbook. It was just called, I can't remember what it was called there, but the same play. PA snag, one of the best plays in the game. That short post on the left side, really good. Play action can help with blocking different blitzes, especially if ever loop blitzes become meta in this game. Right now, they're not as we're recording this video, but I bet they will at some point. Also, we're going to have mesh spot, great play. Red zone scissors is one of the best dynasty plays in the game. Just snap the ball. You have a nice little flood concept with the backside in on the left side. You're also going to have Y sail. We talked about that earlier, right? You're just going to drag that slot wide receiver, go inside zone as well. Really, really good. Really, really solid. All right. Throughout here as well, we're going to have bunch strong offset. This is one of those formations where, like, dude, you could run this all game and never even touch anything else, and it'll be solid. We also have box strong and box offset weak, which are both very, very solid passing formations. You have a decent run game from these as well. Overall, this playbook, if you're calling this, it's really because you want to have a good normal Y off close, or you want everything that we have under center in the single back. Because this single back, seriously, deuce close, and then a bunch of tight end, like, it's hard to find a playbook that has better formations than this, and also a little split T action. I wouldn't run this, like, super seriously, but it also is kind of funny, and you can get yards. Like, it is good for short yards. Overall, it pains me to highlight the Buckeyes. It might be the first time the Buckeyes ever made a video on this channel, but they're really good, man. Now, if you enjoyed this, make sure you check out civil.gg because the majority of playbooks you've talked about here, we have full offensive and defensive schemes over on the site. I want to make sure you guys are utilizing those to the fullest potential. So again, use code LAUNCH40 and you'll get access to everything we have over there, Madden and college. Link to that top of the description.